Yes, my dear friends, welcome back to the channel. Very good afternoon to you guys all out there. I know it might be late afternoon or wherever you are. It depends on your location, whether you're in Africa, in Europe, in America, Canada, or right in Southeast Asia. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a beautiful Thursday evening right here, and I'm glad to be back with more exclusives as I promised. Hey guys, I will not be taking much time because my first video entails a lot. If you have not watched the first video for today, go back and watch it. Go back and watch that first video. It is up there. Go back and watch it, dear friend. It entails a lot. And let me correct this from the first video. I forgot, honestly, and I could not be reminded. Tottenham are in a Champions League as well. And so Eze, most probably, he just preferred to play consistently in Champions League, and or he just like Arsenal. Not because Tottenham are not in the Champions League, no. Tottenham are in the Champions League, Arsenal are in the Champions League. The player most probably just decided to choose Arsenal, which of course, many players will choose too. And like I also said, if Chelsea was to be in the race, he would have chosen Chelsea over Arsenal as well. It is what it is because there's only one club. There's only one club in London, and that is Chelsea. The rest are, I don't know. Ladies and gentlemen, anyway, let's move on quickly. We understand Chelsea did not, or Chelsea insists, there is no promise of a Stamford Bridge or a move to Stamford Bridge for Enciso, the player that was signed from Brighton and it was announced and has been loaned to Strasbourg. Chelsea insists they have not made any promises to the player that go on loan and next season you are coming to Stamford Bridge. They have not made such a promise to the player. Yes, they said it is up to the player to play well enough at Strasbourg to be considered for the future. Bluco convinced him of this plan. Bluco convinced him of this plan. Go out there, deliver, do well with Strasbourg, and you stand a chance like every other player that is going on loan. It is what it is. That is why I was wondering, how did the player left Brighton, where he could have stayed and maybe in a year or two time, maybe next summer, he could have been sold to another club with big amount of money. He himself would have maybe earned better. Or maybe he was earning just a peanut. It's possible at Brighton. You know, some of these clubs, youngsters coming and they can get £15,000 a week, £10,000 a week. Maybe Chelsea went to 45,000 or 60,000, and the player also need a cash. The family needs the cash. Ladies and gentlemen, it is what it is. Well, Maresca has been speaking regarding tomorrow's game. Yes, tomorrow is Chelsea West Ham, and as usual and expected, the coach had the press conference earlier today. He said a few things, but I want to point out only two or three. Yeah, Maresca speaking on Christopher Nkunku and Nicola Jackson. This is what he has to say. He said, we will see if they are going to be here with us. We will see if they are going to be here with us. If not, it means they found a solution. I think it's better if they find a solution because they are going to be more happy. Both won't be in the squad for tomorrow. Both Christopher and Jackson will not be in the squad for tomorrow. And if they find a club to play somewhere else, they will be more happy, according to Maresca. Yes, because if they are with Chelsea, they may not be having game time in every game. And when a player is always on a bench, or sometimes might not even be on the bench at all, players like their caliber, they will not be happy about it. You know, Maresca he's been somehow brutal, but it's factual. It's factual. And listen, you see, this kind of issue, I am beginning to see this way. Just a while ago, or a few months back, Jackson was given an increment in wages. New contract was given an increment in wages. And so when Chelsea was signing Joao Pedro, the intention was not to let Jackson go. Now, I am just beginning to believe that Chelsea signed Joao Pedro as a partner for Jackson to be playing between the spaces. He came in, smashed it as a striker, did a Club World Cup, and changed the entire plan for Chelsea. Joao Pedro came in and smashed it as a striker at the time that Jackson was not available, and changed the entire plan. Chelsea wouldn't give Jackson an improved deal if they plan to sell him this summer. Yeah. Joao Pedro changed everything. Though that wasn't the plan. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my opinion. Because come to think of it, it is very clear to me that Chelsea never planned to let him go. And so even right now, they are not sure. They need the cash. Chelsea needs to balance the books for UEFA competitions. They must sell some of those players that were registered last season. And Christopher Nkunku is actually one of the players that are difficult to sell right now for Chelsea. So Chelsea are looking at it that way. If we are unable to let go Christopher and Jackson can go, we can still balance our books. Do you get the point there? Chris is quite difficult to sell. Not many people, clubs want, how do you call it? False nine. Yeah, we call it false nine. They are not outright number 9 striker. They play behind the striker. Not many teams want such a player right now. And so, Jackson is a 9, pure 9. And therefore, he is easier to sell. More especially now, this season, now that many clubs are interested. Many clubs have sold their 9 and they need replacement. Ladies and gentlemen, it is what it is. So Joao Pedro actually was not meant to be the main striker, but he changed the plan. And I hope Chelsea will not be disappointed after they sold Jackson. That's the honest truth. I heard Mikel Obi speaking, which I gave it to him. I responded straight away to Mikel Obi that Mikel says that he hopes Jackson doesn't leave. You didn't see it. I'll show when I'm done. He said he hopes Jackson doesn't leave. That Jackson is a good player. That he has a future with the club. That Jackson has a role to play in the club. I'm like, what? Since when, Mikel? You've been condemning this player ever since. I know you guys will come after me again today. Well, Enzo Maresca, again speaking on Joao Pedro, he said, Joao, with us, can play in the 5 positions up front. Maresca saying this, the Joao Pedro can play in all the 5 positions up front. As a main striker, as a left winger, right winger, as number 10, and also as a false 9. So Maresca said Joao with us can play in the 5 positions up front, winger behind the striker. That's a false 9, right? Which was the plan. And he also said as number 9 or behind the striker is his best position. Behind the striker is his best position. This is Enzo Maresca I'm quoting here. He can play in all attacking positions for us. Ladies and gentlemen, like I said, I will not be taking much time. Now, Chelsea must sell these players within the next 12 days. Chelsea must do these deals, 13 deals in 12 days. We got Xavi Simeon, Alejandro Garnacho. They are the players we expect to come in. But we expect players like Jackson, Christopher Nkunku, Tariq George, Aaron Anselmino, Raheem Sterling, Ben Chilwell, Asad Isasi, Alex Matos, Alpha Brukers, Dato Fofana, Carney Chukwuemeka to depart the club. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we understand Aaron Anselmino is right now Dortmund. Dortmund are interested in Aaron Anselmino. Yes, Borussia Dortmund are pushing to sign Anselmino from Chelsea. It advanced. The 20-year-old centre-back is set to be included in a deal involving Carney Chukwuemeka. Chukwuemeka is going to be outright sold to Dortmund. So Chelsea will say, okay, if you are asking for a reduced price for Carney Chukwuemeka, you must buy him outrightly, pay cash, but then you have to loan one of our players. And so Dortmund, it looks like they've accepted to loan Anselmino from Chelsea, in addition to Carney Chukwuemeka that they are buying. Chelsea are now offering Dortmund a permanent transfer for Chukwuemeka and a loan for Anselmino. Ladies and gentlemen, it is what it is. It came from many sources are reporting it. These always say BVB and Chelsea are in direct talks over a loan move for Anselmino. Chelsea have proposed a double deal to Dortmund. Carney Chukwuemeka 21 on a permanent transfer and Anselmino on loan. Dortmund are targeting a young and talented centre-back. Talks with Chelsea remain ongoing. Dortmund discussing the name Anselmino internally. Ladies and gentlemen, before I let you guys go, I present to you our new third kit for your approval. Let me hear from you in the comment section what you think. What do you think about our new third kit? Ladies and gentlemen, now quickly. Romeo is out. Benoit is out. West is back. And that's all. Those are the reports from our medical room. Romeo is out. Benoit is still out. West Fofana is back in the first team. Hopefully, West should be in the game tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you guys in the next one. When you see me, shalom and peace.